In this video, I am responding to questions that some of you have been raising about President Trump's achievements in his first 4 weeks of office. I believe you will find this really informative, interesting, and encouraging, so please do watch to the end. I believe that we are living in an unprecedented and history-making period. None more so as we witness the 47th President of the United States, Donald J. Trump, move with lightning speed to disrupt the globalist agenda that has been destroying individual freedoms and national sovereignty at a rapid rate since 2020, and you may remember that significant year. Some have asked me about why President Trump has been making executive orders, and they have asserted, wrongly, that these are the actions of a dictator. They couldn't be further from the truth. However, they and the majority of people in the UK probably do not know that Mr. Trump is doing precisely what he promised the American people, and it is what they overwhelmingly voted him in to do. This video will give you a clear summary, and you may feel, as increasingly British people are, that Britain needs the leadership, integrity, and transparency that President Trump and his amazing team are displaying. Hello, I am Chan Abraham, and on this channel I seek to bring you insightful, thought-provoking and challenging messages, including key issues in the news, in government, politics, leadership, faith, living with inspiration and hope, and helping us all to be part of the solution in our increasingly troubled world. So please do remember to hit the like, the subscribe, and the bell buttons, because these help to share these unique messages more widely. I do appreciate it. Well, President Donald J. Trump was inaugurated on January 20th, 2025, and in the first month his achievements are primarily executive actions rather than legislative changes. And that's appropriate given the short time frame he's been in office. He has hit the ground running. Now, many of you know I train and mentor leaders and managers, and you can see this on Leadership International. One of the hallmarks of them building success in their new job is that I seek to help them also to hit the ground running. That's to immediately make an impact. I also encourage them to create a 100 days plan so that they are clear about what they want to achieve in the first 100 days. So with President Trump, the rapid pace of executive orders, totaling 68 signed by February the 22nd, 2025, reflects a strategy to implement campaign promises swiftly. The focus on immigration and border security, with actions like declaring a national emergency and expanding detention facilities, aligns with everything that he said publicly in his massive national rallies. The withdrawal from the Paris Agreement and the World Health Organization, WHO, alongside energy dominance initiatives, indicates a shift from global reliance to national priorities, and these are having immediate global impacts as well. He has taken early action within weeks, signaling an intention to overwhelm opposition, as noted in reports, and these have included imposing tariffs, ending DEI. That's the abbreviation for diversity, equity, and inclusion. It's one of the modern West's most morally bankrupt and economically unsustainable programs. So, in answer to those saying that executive orders and much less in the way of legislative achievements is questionable, it's not. It's to be expected given the short time frame. And these executive orders carry the force of law. Of course, they can be challenged in the courts. Now, analysis of past administrations shows that a similar pattern of early executive action has taken place, but the volume and scope, especially in social issues like gender ideology and education, are notable. Here's a summary of the key actions. On immigration and border security, President Trump has declared a national emergency at the southern border. He's implemented barriers, he's suspended refugee admissions, and expanded detention facilities at Guantanamo Bay. On energy and environment, he withdrew from the Paris Agreement, declared a national emergency for energy, and halted offshore wind leasing in order to focus on traditional energy sources. We need to do that in Britain. On healthcare and social issues, he ended diversity, equity and inclusion (DEI) programs and withdrew from the World Health Organization. Again, we need to do this in Britain. And he restricted funding for certain medical procedures, and we need to do this in Britain as well. Defense and national security, he designated the cartels as foreign organizations, prioritizing military readiness, and he's launched a missile defense shield plan. He's putting America first. On government administration, he established a Department of Government Efficiency, DOGE. He has implemented hiring and regulatory freezes and has begun a deregulation initiative. On education, he's expanded educational freedom and ended radical indoctrination in K through to 12 schooling. That's the equivalent of our whole school system from kindergarten upwards. On trade and economy, he imposed tariffs on imports from Canada, Mexico, and China, and has aimed to reduce housing costs. In other actions, he's restored freedom of speech, he's recognized the Lumbee tribe, he's taken measures to combat anti-Semitism. He's ended the egregious admission of biological men into women's and girls' sports, into changing rooms and toilets. He's made clear what everyone knows. I will put a list of President Trump's achievements and actions by these categories in the description with this video. So have a look, you'll find it very impressive. And it is the mark of an experienced, well-prepared leader. So let's conclude President Trump's achievements since the 20th of January 2025, consisting of 68 signed executive orders covering immigration, energy, healthcare, defense, and more, reflecting a rapid implementation of his agenda. His key actions have included withdrawing from international agreements, imposing tariffs, enhancing border security with a focus on social issues that have divided and disrupted the American nation and children's lives. These actions aligned with a pattern of executive authority. They set the stage for his administration's direction. The evidence is that millions of Americans love the prospect of making America great again. President Donald J. Trump is displaying outstanding leadership and statesmanship in America and on the international stage. Our hope also has to be that here in the United Kingdom, we can work together to make Britain great again.